Today, Axl Rose is 52 years of age. And are you a Guns N' Roses fan, Alan?
What about him?
Are you a Guns N' Roses fan?
No.
Huh?
No.
What are you so angry about?
I'm not angry.
It's time for the Mensa meeting with Axl Rose. Imus and Lisa Will.
No, Obama didn't do it.
Are you a Guns N' Roses fan?
Big time. Appetite for Destruction, one of the best rock and roll albums ever.
Is that what this was on this?
Yes.
We were playing whatever that's called, Sympathy for.
That's right.
Yeah. And are you
Huge fan. Wyatt Imus is right. I mean, Axl Rose is unbelievable. November Rain, one of the best songs ever.
Okay, yeah, I know some of these songs.
And you're the same age as Axl Rose.
First of all, let me put this in perspective for you. He's no better than the guy, David Coverdale, from Whitesnake. So, or the guy who sang lead for Deep Purple. So let's move on.
No, Axl Rose
We
is
respect
awesome.
your opinion, boss.
Anyway,
You're such a sucker.
Yeah, really.
You're unbelievable.
at least Axl Rose looks great now.
Yeah.
Doesn't Lisa look
Yeah.
great?
What?
What? Okay, Deirdre?
Does Lisa? Yeah, she does. Why?
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Guns
Enough.
is filling in for Warner, so we invited Elise because she's the intellectual equivalent of Guns.
Oh, thank
For
you
the
very
Harvard Law education. And
Oh, that's
Guns
a compliment.
went there. Where'd you go to school, Guns?
Oh, not again.
We don't even know because Guns
I
left.
think he went to
He went to
wisely
Florida.
left the studio.
He went to Fordham. We
I
just
know
want to
he's-
claim
He
him.
went to Fordham. That's a
He's
good
still paying
school.
off his.
All right, here's our first topic. CVS, the nation's second largest drugstore chain, will stop selling cigarettes and other tobacco products at all of its stores by October 1st, a landmark decision that would make it the first national pharmacy company to cease tobacco sales. And you think this means what,
I
Alan?
think it's a good idea. I think it's actually good that they're doing this. It's good for the people's health. I don't believe you should make them illegal, cigarettes or tobacco, but if they want to create a niche for themselves in the market where they're going to be the store that says, we're not going to do this, that gives them a leg up, I think, on other...
It was strictly a business decision.
Absolutely.
They're going to lose money in the short term, but I think they're going to make money in
Yep.
the end because people are going to say, hey, they're health food and health
create
place. We're gonna
goodwill.
go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's a cheap stunt, isn't it, Bernie?
That's what I think. Something smells here. It's not
Oh, you're
all
so
no.
negative.
No, yeah, I am. Because a business doesn't just give up profit for just like that. There's something behind it. Like as Lee said, in the long run, they're going to make money. They're going to benefit somehow. Or other. And
Why
who
not?
cares?
So
I'll just go to the bodega and get my cigarettes.
We all benefit. I'm yes, all for this. I mean, of course, I'm for banning tobacco everywhere.
Oh, you want the government to do it.
They sell donuts and chips and all kinds of crap and soda and everything in there too. So I mean,
No, tobacco, cigarettes. Oh my God!
But you want tobacco to be illegal.
Don't
You want the
defend
government to-
tobacco.
you
Are you
want to
kidding
ban
me?
it.
How many
I'm
people do we
defending-
all know that have died already and are dying slowly
Liberty.
from
It's
smoking?
a private
Defending
business.
liberty.
They
No,
decide
I
to do
love
what they
this
wanna
idea. And yes, in the long run, it will help. Just
They'll
like
make money.
if we had a real healthcare system instead of a disease care system, we would be doing the same in the long run. We'd all be benefiting. Right now, we're not. We're pouring money into pharmaceutical companies to get drugs that never cure us and never prevent anything.
You know what you want? You want a nanny state.
This never
No,
stops.
I don't.
You know, Bernie's looking at me while you're talking. I love you to death, but it never stops. It never stops. It's at 11 o'clock at night. I get up to get some water. She's in the kitchen, eyes blazing,
no wonder
and
you
she starts shaking her fist.
I always do. You're right. I do have an issue. It could be midnight, and he stumbles out there and
right.
water, and I'm like,
Why?
Why are you stumbling out there anyway?
Topic
That's
number
a-
2, here on the Mensa meeting at 20 minutes till the hour. Why is the cow all bloody, Mommy? Parents say they are considering taking PETA to court over an innocent-looking comic handed out to children at the Calabash Elementary School there in Woodland Hills, California. It contained graphic images of mutilated cows. The pamphlet appeared to be a cartoon comic and was titled A Cow's Life. But the images inside, according to the parents, were horrifying. The graphic leaflet showing cows being dehorned and cows with infected udders. And PETA's so-called kid-friendly pamphlet also showed dairy cows being slaughtered for whatever. So you're
it's totally
reaction-
fine.
Wow.
It's the
Totally
reality.
fine.
Why do we all want to turn a blind eye to that inhumanity?
Really? You're letting
you
little
need to
kids
tell the
see
truth
that stuff?
Kids.
In a
about the
pamphlet that's
factory
distributed
farms.
at the school?
No, Lisa, the part of the problem is, they become 15 years old, they don't know what they're eating because their parents didn't tell them they were actually eating a dead cow
So
or
that's the way
a
you're
dead
gonna,
pig.
That's the way you're going to
So
do
you're-
it, is a pamphlet to the little kids, like to scare them to
What's
death?
wrong with that? That's the truth. They should know the truth about where their food comes from. Why do we all want to lie about where their food comes from,
It's not
Lisa?
about lying. It's just not appropriate in
I
the
think
school.
it's totally appropriate.
The question
And
is,
you know what? The ignorance is from the parents because the parents probably didn't know that either.
the question isn't about lying about where their food come from. It's that there might be a better, more
Okay, what would be the
informed
glossed
way.
over version of that, of what happens to all these cows?
Let's let Bernie weigh in on this.
let's let
and
the-
you put a sock on it or somewhere.
Let's let the parents decide how to handle it and not have these psychos traumatize these little kids
Yes.
by showing them,
That's right.
Absolutely.
mutilated carcasses and having them all freaked
It's
out.
not for the schools to do. It's
You
for
know
the
why
parents.
this is so brilliant? Because PETA does stuff like this so we talk about it. That's what this is all about. PETA always does these extreme stunts so shows like this talk about it and gets it on the radar screen. Brilliant move by the part of PETA.
Well,
Absolutely.
and I don't agree with a lot of what PETA does, because also, why didn't they go after Joe Namath? He's got this big fur coat on.
They did go after him.
Oh, go
What
after
did they do?
him,
They didn't
really.
see anyone spray
What do you want them to
painting
do?
him.
Give him the
They
coat?
didn't insult
They
him.
spray paint all these innocent skinny models that, like, you could blow over, and
would you-
they have no problem
Yeah, what
attacking
are they
them.
Somebody
supposed
throw
to
them off
do
a
at the
balcony? What do you
Super
want? I
Bowl?
mean,
Yeah,
they,
go
they,
after
they
him.
wrote about it and they said they didn't like it. You want some physical violence?
No,
Against
but
Joe
I,
Namath?
they do pick and choose who they go after too.
All right.
You're right about that. A lot of that is just how they sensationalize some stuff. But in this issue, that's the problem. The ignorance, and no one is educated on where their food comes from. That's also why we have
You
the
made
health
your point.
problems.
If I knew which number your mic was on my thing, it would be off. Because
Okay, can
you
I-
made your point.
No, can I
Thank
make one
you.
more point?
No, you may not make another point. It
Just
is
like at
17
home,
till the hour.
Just like him.
All right, what's your other point?
If I had known, even at 6 years old, where that pork chop came from and that hamburger, I would have chosen not to eat it.
Okay, well, now
if
you
I
know,
had-
so
that
don't eat it.
explained
That's
to
your
me.
choice, but that's not for
That's
the
fine.
schools to do. So that's for the
Leave
parents to do.
everybody
That's
else
not true.
alone.
God
It
bless.
is true.
17 till the hour here on the Imus to the Morning program. The best part, one of the best parts of watching O'Reilly.
Here we go.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Well, here's what I
I
find
just have a sense of
interesting.
where you're going, that's all.
Why does he plug your books all the time? What's going on with you two?
Yeah.
He
doesn't plug anyone else's books
Yes,
with
he
his
does.
book.
Oh, he absolutely.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, name one
Janice,
person.
Janice Dean had a weather book that came out. He's
Okay,
got. If you
well,
go
it
on his website, he plugs tons of books.
Janice is a nice lady. I can see that.
Never heard that.
Not a nice lady.
He doesn't plug Janice like he plugs you.
No, every single night. Lise Wales book.
Why is he
Get that
plugging
for
you?
free.
It's very nice because he's doing.
Like a
He's doing the.
Could you answer my question?
He's doing the premium. If you buy a premium membership, you
No,
get.
no, I know what it is.
No, don't
That's
What?
weird. You don't have to explain to me what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
I know what he's doing.
Right.
I want to know. Can you be quiet?
Uh-oh.
I want to know, why is he plugging you?
Because he's got to deal with my publisher.
Okay, why is he plugging your books?
Because he's got to deal with my publisher.
Anyway, it's
Sorry. That's not even
here's another great
Nice
part.
guy.
So one night I'm watching O'Reilly, and you're on with your sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Who I love to death.
Thank
by the
you.
way. What's her name? Monica
Forget.
Crowley.
Monica
She's-
Crowley.
Crowley, yeah.
She's a sweetheart.
I love
I
her.
love her to death. What's her name?
You know the guy she's engaged to?
Yes, I
they
do
will.
know.
He's a creep. They
Why do
will-
you say that? What's the matter with you?
Whoa.
What's the matter with you? Why are you saying that?
Because I had to defend her when we won't go into that, but Bo and I had to get involved because Bo and I don't play nice with people.
That we
and
know
apparently
that.
he was hiding under the bed or whatever it was. but the time that O'Reilly lost his temper with you,
Yeah.
which was horrifying television, and I'm sure Bill, in fact, I know Bill felt badly about it because he apologized.
Yeah.
But then last night or
Tuesday night. Yeah.
Tuesday night, you could see he was about ready to explode again.
Well, you know why? Because I was in the room. No, we were talking
Well,
about
if he
legalization.
doesn't like you, why does he have you on?
Well, we were talking, I don't think he likes me. I think he likes me personally. He doesn't like my views. We were talking about the
Okay.
legalization
Well, I don't
of drugs.
like your views either, but I love you, and
Well, thank you,
But
but-
I don't blow up at you.
Well, you know, we're talking about the legalization of drugs, something he's very passionate about, and I think it should be legal because the current policy
which is
doesn't
an
work.
idiotic
Idiotic
position.
on your part.
Well, you
Yeah.
can call me an
Do you
idiot
know-
all you want, but
Do you know
the
that
House-
marijuana is more toxic than even a cigarette? Has
no.
up to
No, it's
100
not.
times more ammonia.
The head of
20
the-
times
the
more ammonia. They've done
drug czar says the opposite.
I
the
agree
drug czar
with-
says the opposite. And by the way, how's the current drug war working out? Working out pretty well so far?
Define drug war. What is
our
this
current
drug
policies
war
working
anyway?
well?
Those are just words that you guys all throw around.
See, the
I
problem
invented
is,
that word.
I agree with you
War.
in that pot should not be legalized, but when you equate chicken wings with being a gateway drug over Super
Well,
Bowl,
I
you
thought she was
kind
kidding.
of you kind of lose a little
See,
bit.
that, she's part of the problem again.
I'm always part of the problem.
Like people that don't get what we're doing here.
Well, stop beating her like a fat fish. So, and you think, Bernie?
Well, first of all, in all candor, I haven't taken a puff of pot since my bar mitzvah. So
Your bar mitzvah.
That's right. Listen, do I think it should be legal? We talked about it before. I don't think we should make the leap right now because it may, in the aggregate, cause more kids to smoke it. But other than that, I'm for legalization. But if you can document that it will make, in the end, more kids smoke it, then we probably should not do
There's
it.
no evidence of that.
I really don't know. That's a good question. If not for the kid thing, I'm saying yes, legalize.
We can't live in a child-proof society. Everything's for the children. Adults should be able to do as they choose.
Well, screw the
Why
kids,
do we want to
right?
I didn't say
voluntarily
screw
let
the
them have
kids.
access to
That's not what I
drugs?
said.
Well,
And
they
make
have
it
access
easier.
now.
Let's leave that
make
up
it
to Woody.
easier.
They have
13,
access now.
time out here, 13 till the hour. All right. Mayor Bill de Blasio said on Tuesday that he would not march in the St. Patrick's Day parade in Manhattan next month, citing the event's longstanding tensions with gay and lesbian groups. And you think what, Bernard?
I think if you're wondering if things are going to go back to the days of old, well, the last time a mayor pulled this was Mayor Dinkins in '93, 20 years ago. So we're already starting to regress.
How is that
What I think is that the Supreme Court said that these parades can allow these groups to deny other groups that want to come in and advocate something, and that goes for gay parades too.
Right.
They can keep the KKK out if the gay groups want to, so it's their right.
You're equating
so
gays
this
with
guy
the-
should
you're equating
stop
gays with the
pandering.
KKK?
No. What I'm saying is, just
Oh, come on,
the Supreme
Alan.
Court said that you can exclude people who you don't agree with. It's
The
a
Macy's
private
Day
event.
Parade,
It's a private
the
event,
mayor
even though it's
also-
on public property.
Why
So you-
doesn't the Macy's Day Parade then also be the gay parade? Why does
Well,
that
because
not
Bernard
happen?
just explained that.
That's what I mean. I'm defending
Please,
Bernard because
please.
Alan's making
And
these
so let me
ridiculous
ask you this: if they
comments.
excluded blacks, would that be okay?
No, that would not be
Really?
okay. No.
Oh,
we're
so
not-
why is one group
gays are
okay,
not
one group's
excluded?
not?
Gays are not excluded. They
Okay.
can't, but you
they're-
can't hold a sign up
Right.
and say
Right.
you're part of an
You're
organization.
creating an argument that
And the
doesn't
governor
exist.
and the mayor
Stop
has the right
talking
to
all
say,
at
"I'm
once.
not participating
Bernie,
because I don't approve
That's
of the way
exactly
they're
right.
excluding people
Exactly.
from this parade."
The Supreme Court has said
What are
that
you,
you're
drunk, Lise? Calm down.
I'm trying to you're right about the Supreme Court. That's exactly
Liz,
right.
Liz,
But
Liz, when the men are talking.
God.
The women will roar.
yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yes.
So we don't think it's a principled stand on the part of the mayor?
It absolutely is.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's just
I think it is.
pandering from
Exactly.
Bolshevik Bill, and we're
Yeah.
on our way back.
Bolshevik Bill.
We're regressing big time in this city.
He's
We
saying
are.
I don't
beginning.
agree,
I agree with
the
Bernard.
banning of things, and I then don't have to be in that parade.